Lexi Lee and Patrick Harris come to the stage, please, for our invocation and pledge of allegiance. And also our Jenkins chorus will be leading us in the national anthem in just a minute. Pledge of allegiance.
When do I go start now?
That's right.
Would you all please join me in the pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Or remain standing.
Oh, remain standing, I'm sorry.
Please remain standing for the invocation and followed by the Jenkins chorus singing the national anthem.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for a wonderful 3 years at Jenkins Middle School. Thank you for all the teachers and staff for supporting us and pushing us to be our best. And bless all the students to have a safe summer. Thank you all for the friends that we have made through Jenkins Middle School and for wonderful years ahead and making smart choices. And in Jesus' name we all say amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flares, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to our annual 8th grade promotion. This is session 1. We do have another session at 7 o'clock, and you can see why we have 2 sessions. This is well attended, and we want to make sure that everyone has a chance to attend. Thank you so much, parents and family, for being here and supporting your children, both tonight and for those of you who attended our awards program today. Before we begin our program, I do want to introduce a few people. I'm Rick Cerncy, principal. We have Mr. Hedstrom, our assistant principal. We have Joy Eubanks, one of our counselors, Sandy Hurst, our other counselor, and I will be introducing our guest speakers in just a minute. Also in the crowd, I would also like to recognize school board member Jane Crawford. Jane, if you'd wave down here. Also, we have Lisa Parsons, principal of the Edge High School. I believe she's in the balcony. And if I've missed anyone else, I can't see you. I can't see anybody. The light's in my eyes. But if I did miss you, I apologize. And welcome to our program. I do want to introduce our 8th grade faculty. And if you would just stand and be recognized as I call your name. First of all, our 8th grade team leader, who has done a phenomenal job organizing this entire program, Ms. Cassie Browning, please stand. And the rest of our faculty, as I call your name, if you would just hold your applause, let me call all their names, and then we will recognize them at the end. We have Mrs. Barnett, Mrs. Bennett, Mr. Bush, Mr. Carpenter, Mr. Gastelum, Mrs. Gastelum, Ms. Guy, Mr. Hill, Mrs. Leonard, Mrs. Miles, Miss Missamore, Coach Trevette, Miss Ward, Mrs. Wells, and we also have Kayla McLean, who was taught at our school in the first semester, and she is here also. Let's give them. And we're very proud of our teachers, and our teachers are the core of our school, so thank you so much. I would also like to extend thanks to CL Overturf staff and especially Mrs. Whitehurst, the principal, for allowing us to use their facility. And also I want to thank our Jenkins office staff for all their work in the background to make this event happen. So our next order of business, I'm going to ask Mr. Hestrom to come to the podium and make a few recognitions.
Good afternoon. This afternoon, today at school, we had a ceremony for our 8th grade, and at this time, if you received an award, would you please be recognized by standing up? You may be seated. Those students did a very very good job working hard throughout the year on their academics, and we awarded them today for their success. Also, Brian Barfield, would you please stand? Brian Barfield was awarded the Robert H. Jenkins Jr. Award for Outstanding Student all around. This award goes to him. He did an outstanding job throughout the year. Thank you, Brian. And at this time, Taquavius Herring has a few words of wisdom for us.
Good evening. My name is Taquavius Herring. First off, I'd like to thank God for class of 2019. We finally, wait. We finally made it out of middle school, not clap. We've been through a lot in these last 3 years and made some crazy memories. And we've been through a lot. But believe me when I say the journey is just beginning. I believe everybody in this room will accomplish wonderful things in the future. Because if you don't have brains or if you're not athletic, I believe if you put your mind and heart to something that you love, then anything's possible. And most of all, I'd like to thank all the mothers and fathers in the room. I'd like to thank y'all for pushing us to do better every day. And I speak for everybody when I say, we will make you proud. Also, I'd like to thank all the teachers in the room for dealing up with us for the last 3 years. And if you had me, then you know what I mean. But I appreciate all parents and teachers alike. Y'all deserve a round of applause. You see, the friends we have now will come and go. There's no doubt about it. Because people come in your life for 2 reasons: to raise you up or to hold you down. See, my mom is my hero. But there's so much a parent can do for you that you have to do for yourselves. They could put food in our mouths or even put clothes in our back, but they can't make the choice we have to make for ourselves. We have to decide to go to school. We have to decide to wake up in the morning. They can only guide us to the right path. But there's going to be times we go down the wrong path or even fall on our backs. That's when we have to look deep in ourselves and have the courage to pull ourselves up. And I believe if we're strong enough, we can overcome anything. See, someone once told me that if I use my mind in the right way, then it can open up doors. But what they didn't tell me is that those doors can close too. That's why it's time to walk through that door now and make sure you lock it behind you. For no one can take what you work for no one can take what's yours. But we wouldn't be nowhere without school. It's very important to keep your grades up and always aim for the best. And in my case, aim for 150, because that's my best. But never give up on what you believe in. No matter if somebody bullying you or if somebody in your loved one died, passed away, never give up. Always strive harder. See, people that care about girls and money all the time are fools, but people that care about their future are people that been through a lot and tired of it. Black or white, we all make mistakes, but it's up to us to overcome the mistakes and learn from them. It's easy to go to sleep and dream about what you want to be, but can you wake up and make that dream come true? The thing about dreams is that they can come true, but the thing about nightmares is they can too. So do what's best for you to make the ones you care about proud and stay on the right path. And I promise everyone in this room today, we will make it. Class of 2019, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm very proud of Taquavius. He actually came up to me a couple weeks ago and asked me if he could address the crowd, and I was very proud of him. And I'll tell you, his grandmother I know would be very proud. Gloria Besant was a former employee of ours, and she's gone on from this earth, but she would be so proud of Taquavius and what he's done, especially tonight. So thank you, Taquavius, for sharing that. I knew I would forget someone introducing someone, but Pam Brown is in the audience. Pam, could you stand and be recognized, please? Miss Brown? I can't see you, but Pam Brown is our former guidance counselor and currently an assistant principal at Plaquemine High School, and she worked with a lot of these students when they were at Jenkins and at Beasley. So, Pam Brown, thank you for coming. We appreciate you being here. Before we begin our comments, there's always mistakes made, but sometimes we overlook people in our awards program. And the good thing about having promotion the night of, we can always make it up tonight. So I do want to recognize one student who was overlooked today. Tatiana Boykin receives. Tatiana, if you would come forward, I'd like to present you a certificate from the Students Working Against Tobacco. As part of our custom at our promotional ceremonies, I always like to read the accomplishments that this 8th grade class has made over the last 3 years. And we're not going to read individual names, we're going to read group names and group accomplishments according to what organizations they belong to. So please bear with me for just a minute. I'd like to read these and just to show you how special this class is to Jenkins. The class of 2019 has left a huge mark on the history of Jenkins Middle School. These students will be the last class to finish middle school after starting as 6th graders under the former 6-8 grade configuration. All of these students either started as 6th graders at Jenkins or at the former Beasley Middle School. Over the last 2 years, these students have grown into one solid group who now call themselves Jenkins Eagles. We no longer can identify whether a student started at Jenkins or at Beasley because they are all one. It is our tradition during the annual promotion to highlight the accomplishments of our 8th grade class over the last 3 years as students participated and competed in activities both inside and outside the classroom. Let me talk first about our FFA. The Jenkins FFA helped with the canned food drive that raised over 10,000 items this past December to feed the homeless and the hungry. That's quite an accomplishment. In competition this year, the Jenkins FFA had the following achievements. The tool identification team finished 17th in the state this year. The horse evaluation team finished also 17th in the state. The livestock evaluation team placed 24th in the state. In county competitions, the Jenkins FFA placed 2nd in the Bradford County Fair and 5th in the Putnam County Fair. The FFA poultry evaluation team and the floriculture team also placed in statewide competition. And along with our archery team, this group of 8th grade FFA students worked at organizing the annual Hoedown in P-Town for the last 3 years, and this past year, they raised over $15,000 for both programs. Let's give them a hand for that. And we use those funds to send our archery team to competition and also to feed many of our animals on our ag farm. Talking about archery, our archery and athletics program, this is the last group of 3-time NASP state champions we will have. This group has made 3 trips to Louisville, Kentucky for national competition, and this year they placed 7th out of 100 and also 33rd out of 201. They went to St. Louis for the World Championships as 6th graders, and they will attend the World Championship in Nashville this July. And they've also won the state championship the last 5 years. And as far as our athletic program, we have volleyball, soccer, and basketball, and Jenkins Middle School has been the athletic champions for Putnam County for the last 3 years in boys and girls. Our band program, our band and drumline have participated in a number of parades and civic events in Palatka and around the county over the last 3 years. Our technology program, our 8th grade technology students have earned Microsoft Industry Certification in Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook. They could go to work tomorrow with those certifications, so we're very proud of that. Anybody looking for employees, we have them sitting right here. Our students working against tobacco. This year's 8th grade SWAT members have been very active on the Jenkins campus and at the county and state levels. They have participated in public speaking and leadership workshops as well as activities during the Putnam County Fair and the Azalea Festival and Blue Crab Festival. Our Cambridge program. This class of 8th graders will be our last Cambridge students at Jenkins. Almost 90 of our students have been challenged by the advanced curriculum, and some will move on to continue their studies at the Cambridge School at QI Roberts Junior Senior High School, and some will enroll at Palatka High School. And finally, our drama and technical theater departments. This year, our drama and technical theater departments presented the first melodrama, which took place in this auditorium on Valentine's Day weekend. This was an audience participation, one act, with the advanced band accompaniment. The advanced band provided live music, sound effect, and the original arrangement for the melodrama. The 8th grade class have also constructed, if you've been at our campus lately, a life-size eagle nest with 2 eagles perched up on it in front of our school as part of Miss Guy's technical theater class. And also under construction right now, a sign is being designed and painted by Miss Guy's class, which will be over the front of the gym. We have a big empty square there, and that sign will be there, which will have information about Robert H. Jenkins and the Congressional Medal of Honor that he won many years ago. So overall, our electives and extracurricular programs at Jenkins are the reason why so many of our students have chosen to attend our school. The class of 2019 has distinguished itself as one of the most successful classes in our school's history. Palatka High School, the Cambridge School, and the Edge School will be blessed with some of the most talented ninth grade students in a number of years. We are very proud of what the class of 2019 has accomplished. Let's give them a big round of applause. Also, our tradition, as part of our promotional program, is to bring back former Jenkins students who are now about to graduate from Palatka High School. And I want to briefly introduce our guest speakers today. We have Lauren Futch, who will be attending St. John's River State College next year. And Lauren is a top 50 scholar, Rotary top 15, excuse me. She's a ViStar All-Star athlete for Channel 4. She's an outstanding senior and will be graduating summa cum laude. Evan Gastelum also will be attending St. John's River State College. He has been on the varsity wrestling, for which he has placed third in the districts. He's our prom king. He's the BACE certification, which is Biotechnician Assisting Credentialing Exam. And he is also graduating cum laude. So let's give them a round of applause as they come give their remarks.
Good afternoon. All right. I'm Evan Gaston. I'm a senior at Palatka High School, and I will be graduating tomorrow night. But it seems just a short while ago, I was sitting in the same seats you're sitting in now at JMS 8th grade promotion ceremony. Trust me, time does fly. Before long, you'll be attending your own graduation, and you'll look back wondering how it went by so quickly. The next 4 years are going to be busy, sometimes stressful, often fun, and definitely challenging. It's your job to make the most of these years and work hard to reach your goals. I'd like to share with you what I've learned during my time in high school. Use high school as an opportunity to get to know new people. Be brave enough to make new friends and talk to everybody. Participate in activities that you might never ever consider doing. Don't be afraid to branch out. And don't limit yourself based on who you think you are at this moment. There's so much you can do if you only try. As a freshman, I knew I wanted to play football, and I did. But then I discovered wrestling, and I knew that's what I really wanted to do. I wrestled all through high school, and I loved it. It's one of the things I'll really miss. Because of wrestling, most people knew me as an athlete, and I was fine with that. But then just a few months ago, I was encouraged to participate in the musical theater program. Even though I was reluctant at first, I decided to give it a shot. This decision turned out to be one of the best I've made. Being a part of musical theater has made a big impact on me. I've realized that I don't have to limit myself to just one interest. I've learned that high school is about discovering who you are, who you want to be, and developing your talents. Of course, high school is mainly about getting the grades. It's going to take hard work and dedication to be successful, but you can do it. Be active in class, ask questions, don't be intimidated. Remember, teachers are there for a reason. They want to help you succeed, but you've got to be willing to do your best. Being smart is far more important than being part of things that aren't going to last. High school is short, but what you do during that time can affect you for the rest of your life. Set your goals high, and then live up to those expectations, no matter what others may say to you or about you. Don't let anyone bring you down. People will talk, and sometimes what they say can hurt, but never let anyone keep you away from your goals. Your future is your choice. Above all, be true to yourself. Don't let people influence your decisions. Become known for a strong will and good judgment. Be that someone that everyone else can look up to and learn from. Your future is only limited by your own actions. As you start this new challenging adventure, you may stumble and even make a few bad decisions along the way. But when that happens, remember to focus on your goals and get back on track. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it. I'll leave you with these wise words from Maya Angelou, a famous American poet. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. Good luck to all of you, and may you have a wonderful high school experience.
My name's Lauren Futch, and I would first like to thank y'all for having us here tonight. We're honored to be here and to speak to the graduates of 8th grade and the upcoming freshmen. We were once in your shoes, graduating from Jenkins, and anxious but slightly nervous to be entering the world of high school. On the first day, I'll be scurrying around the halls, maybe even crying, trying to find your classes. The first few days will be hectic and make you want to even quit, but trust us, it does get easier. The nervousness changes to excitement, and you learn to adjust to the feelings of being a high schooler. Before you know it, you'll be a big, bad upperclassman, driving to school and helping the new freshmen. It all happened in a blink of an eye, so make the next 4 years memorable. Join some clubs, try out for a team, be loud, be proud, study, don't be afraid to branch out, and be yourself. So here's to you, class of 2019. Enjoy the next year as much as we have. Make the best out of every day. May you be blessed and never stressed along the way. We wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren and Evan. It's amazing how fast time flies. Seems like they were just here, and it's been 4 years. At this time, we're going to ask our JMS chorus to come do one selection.
Class of 2019. Here we go. Tavell Adams. Kiana Anchetta. Tyreek Anderson. Shandon Andrews. Betty Arnold. Kiera Bailey. Brian Barfield Jr. Brent Barnes. Caleb Barcelona. John Bedgood. Jemiah Bellamy. Tanaya Belton. Micah Blackwelder. Taylor Blackwelder. Kristen Bodie. Denia Borum. Jeremiah Batorf. Jonathan Batorf. Tatiana Boykin. Elijah Bramlett. Jayante Brown. Madeline Brown. Dano Bucheri. Andrew Burnett. Corey Burney. Jacob Burney. Shane Burwell. Sharon Butcher. Kendall Byers. Demorian Clark. Camilla Clark. Vontice Cohens. Kieris Coley. Colby Collins. Makiria Colson. Jamie Connor. Emily Cornwell. Austin Collette. Alejandra Cox. Tyler Cruz. Jarrett Crosby. Ariel Crumpton. Tamira Curry. Anessa Davis. Rashad Davis. Barry Dennis. Hakeem Denson. Gabriela Diaz. Blake Dillman. Dylan Donnelly. Sean Donnelly. Jordan Devine. Levi Dunham. Hannah Elliott. Avery Ellis. Samuel Etienne. Hunter Faila. Jabari Fate. Chase Fields. Uviki Fields. Christian Flores. Weslin Flynn. Eric Four. DeAndre Foster. Kaylee Freeman. Matthew French. Jalen Fullerton. Nathan Futch. Caitlin Gabriel. Tristan Glover. Miranda Goddard. Gavin Goins. Tanaya Green. Alexis Gross. Alyssa Gross. Tatum Grokkier. Allison Hall. Annika Harris. Patrick Harris. Tyrell Harris. William Harris. Logan Hawkins. Tykeria Henderson. Tequavius Herring. Destiny Hill. Gavin Hill. Marquise Hill. Travis Hill. Kayla Hines. Illyria Hoffington. Amari Hooks. Kara Horn. Hang on. Travisha Howard. Alicia Hunter. Kayla Hutchinson. Kendall Hutchinson. Kashanda Anderson. Let me say that again. Kashanda Jackson, but we call her Shay. Devon Jackson. Devon Jackson. I gotta make sure I get these right. I practice these. Jasmine James. Jessica James. Tommy Jenkins III. Dayton Johnson. Jalil Johnson. Mark Johnson. Samaya Johnson. Tucker Johnson. Zachary Johnson. Yules Keene. Clayton Keene. Terrence Kemp Jr. Amanda King. Dustin King. Hang on. Ethan Lagachi. Andrew Leary. Alexis Lee. Brandon Lee. Jamel Lee. Keyshawn Leonard. Daniel Leverett. Anaya Lewis. Lake Lineberger. Marley Little. Shay Lacosco. Let me say that again, Shay. Shay Lacosco. If I say it right. Abby Simons. Abigail Raymond. Lillian Wallace. Grayson Manzo. Maria Manzo. Blake Donut. Kaitiana Brinson. Aisha Dennis. Reuben Boyd. Brian Michael Hardy. Leo Hendricks. Duranke Coring.
When you came through, I have two things to say. Number one, don't worry about school tomorrow for 8th graders. I think you know what I'm saying, okay? And second of all, I would like the 8th grade class to please stand. Okay, this is the part I like saying. Listen carefully. By the authority vested in me by the Putnam District School Board, I now pronounce that you have been promoted to the 9th grade. At this time, I'm going to ask everyone to please stand and remain at your seat during the recessional, and the students will meet you outside. So please remain standing during the recessional. Thank you all for coming tonight.